Alright, so welcome everyone to what's going to be the start of another playthrough. Today I'm going to be checking out Bravely Default 2. Now, for clarity, I did play Bravely Default 1 and, what was the second one called? Endlayer? Bravely Second. I actually liked Bravely Second, but apparently it didn't do nearly as well as Bravely Default 1 did, which sold completely, like, non-stop. Bravely Default 1 was a smash hit, which apparently was surprising to Square Enix because I guess they figure old school style RPGs don't sell. Alright, new game. Literally nothing else to pick on the start screen. I wonder what the crazy, like, fourth wall twist of this game is going to be. Now, it's not called Bravely Default 2. It has the Roman numerals, so that must tie into something, I'm sure. Because almost the plot of the second game was not even really done yet.
Which carries, which connects. This thread of life, adrift, untethered. It must be woven back into the fabric of the world. Remember. Remember who you are.
Difficulty, it can be changed at any time. This is how it usually is, so we'll just go on normal. That's actually what I used to do for grinding. You would set it to casual.
Go. Return to the land. To your destiny. Cry out. Call out your name.
I think all the names are set, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. Seth. Please note some characters may not display correctly. This name will be shared with others. Yeah, I'll just leave it as default. Could have sworn you couldn't set people's names before. The Inner Ocean's Call. Okay. I wonder if the lantern there is supposed to have that low of a frame rate. Like, holy shit. Actually, no, it's not. Alright, heavy loading. Oh, there's auto advance. Very nice. Especially if it's voiced. Actually, I should wait and see if it is. The sole survivor of a shipwreck. It's actually kind of sad this game was released to, like, no fanfare.
Where am I?
It's the biggest stealth drop ever.
Is this what the crystal wished to show us?
Without a doubt, my lady. Where the light led, there he lay.
Are those voices? But whose?
'Twould seem he is a young man of the sea.
This is all a little unexpected, I must say. But I trust you, Sir Sloane, and I trust the light of the crystal.
He may not seem much, my lady, but appearances can be deceiving.
Yeah, I'm dying.
He is in need of urgent treatment. Let us return to town with all haste.
Help!
We will talk more of what this means at a later juncture.
Can't believe I survived.
Yeah, you know what? You probably died and the crystal brought you back. You gotta start thinking of all the possible twists and angles here. You never know, it could be crazy. That's the good thing about Bravely Default games, though, is that if you need to grind, there's usually a really good way to grind. So it's actually kind of a... It's not as ridiculous as, like, Final Fantasy III, which is kind of what started this whole style of old school stuff. Again, I should say, since they remade it.
You are in Halcyonia, in an inn. Don't be alarmed, you are quite safe.
Alright, who are you?
Now that you appear to be capable of speaking, perhaps you could tell me a little about yourself.
Me? Sure, I mean... I'm just a regular sailor, I guess. My ship got hit by this huge wave, and I was swept overboard. I don't remember anything after that. Guess I must have drifted here on the tide.
I see. Then perhaps it was the crystal's will after all.
Huh? What do you mean?
Old dude.
Ah, our young seafarer has awoken at last. Verily, thy plight hath troubled us greatly, friend. We had feared the very worst.
This is Sir Sloane, the Royal Man-at-Arms.
He doesn't look it at all.
Come, my lady, we must make haste. It will not do to keep King Vernon waiting.
Indeed not. We will leave right away.
Wait, you're going to meet a king? Who exactly are you?
Gloria of Musa, at your service. Princess Gloria of Musa, if you prefer my proper title. Although, since my kingdom was destroyed, I've been unsure whether I'm worthy of it any longer.
You're a princess.
This
I shall
dude's day
explain
just keeps
everything
getting
in due
better and
course.
better.
For now, you would do well to rest a while longer.
Sure. Okay.
It's time to get your adventure underway. Key locations you need to visit in order to move the story forward will be indicated by a yellow icon. If you ever get confused, you can hold R. Yeah, there's usually like side stuff that you could do. You can't use the D-pad? Okay, that's nice. It's kind of like phony, honestly. It's like fake 3D.
Feeling better now, are you?
Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here.
Don't
free.
mention it. It's only right to help people out when they're in need.
Well, thanks all the same. So this place is called Halcyonia, right? Can't say I've ever heard of it. Where exactly are we?
Ah, I didn't think you were from around here. All right.
Yeah, he's a sailor, but he doesn't know all the different places.
Here we are.
What the? This map doesn't make any sense. Where the heck am I?
I heard you met with something of a calamity.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. My ship was hit by a giant wave. Must have been a freak storm or something.
Oh dear. Yes, we've been hearing a lot about enormous waves and the like lately. We're all right here in the city, but I heard they wreaked havoc down on the coast.
That doesn't sound good. Maybe I should go check it out. See if I can figure out what happened to me.
Well, the seaside's not far south of here. Follow the road out of town, and you'll be there in a jiffy. Tell you what, why don't you take the map with you in case you get lost?
Dude, the innkeep is so nice. All of this for free.
Thanks.
Holy shit. The main menu for X. Alright, we have no jobs and abilities. The travelogue. Oh, okay, it's like a map. Head for the coast. You could have memories. Alright, cool. Now, in Final Fantasy III, Freelancer, I believe, was actually the best class in the game. But it was only good at the very end of the game. Or it was in one of the games, it was the best class in the game. I think it was Final Fantasy III. I can't remember, though. It probably wasn't, now that I think about it. I don't think it could use level 8 magic. I just think it could use any weapon. Yeah, Final Fantasy III is one hell of a grind. Halcyonia. Shop, sell equipment. You can rest at inns. If you're struggling to, you can get a zoomed out version. Okay, cool. It's like this. Yeah. It's kind of cool. They have most of this from before. What do all these people have to say? Must have been a hope no matter how bleak things become. We need to take courage and look to the future. The heroes of light are sure to cut through the darkness and come to our aid. That's what people used to say when I was a little girl. I have no idea if it's actually true. But this girl merged with this old lady. I can't talk to her. We only have one season here now. Alcyone. Oh God, that's awful. It's nice and warm all year round. The pollen's the only problem. Okay. Princess Gloria's been with us for a few years. Ever since she had to flee her own kingdom, Musa was called. Surely she can't stay here forever. Alright, probably nothing too exciting. Something strange is happening to the ocean. High seas, big waves, sudden storms. It's got the tides all messed up, which means people can't go out fishing. You have everything you need for your travels. Listen, even if you don't need anything, can you go and browse a bit? Sure, I'll go in. Is this it? What's up, homeboy? Teleport. I have very little pig, so I'm not going to be able to do too much. I feel like I should buy at least maybe like 2. I'll buy 1 of each. Just in case. I don't think I'll be silenced at any point. Stone. Throwing knife. Physical damage, and then this just deals probably flat damage. Alright, cool. I'm not gonna go too crazy. Okay. Obviously, they just want me to leave. You're a sailor and you've never heard of Halcyonia and the map doesn't make any sense? That's what's gonna be spooky. They're gonna set this up early. But you see, after 2 games where you have big twists, you can't keep having a ton of big twists.
Thank you for joining us. I think you may have some inkling of why I have summoned you here. It concerns the future of the Musan royal line. It has been 3 years now since you came here to our kingdom.
Your kingdom's
And while
fucked.
I can only imagine your pain at having lost your realm under such tragic circumstances, there comes a time when one must turn from the past and begin to look forward. I wonder
Basically,
if you
marry
might
me.
Consider making your stay here a more long-term arrangement. Prime Minister Horton has convinced me that in finding you a suitable match, we might sooner bring about the restoration
marry someone
of
else.
your kingdom.
Has he indeed?
Thank you, Your Majesty. Yes, with King Vernon's permission, I have instructed my heralds to canvass potential suitors for you, Princess Gloria. Musa's unfortunate end need not mean the end of its illustrious line, after all.
Oh, she hates
I
this.
see. And have you any thoughts on the matter, Sir Sloane?
The honorable gentleman's line of reasoning is not without merit. Such an arrangement would indeed benefit Musa in the long term.
Ah, wise words, Sir Sloane. Your reputation as both a warrior and a thinker is well deserved, I see.
Yet I would not dream to speak for Her Highness, of course. 'Tis she and she alone who must decide.
King Vernon, your concern for my well-being is, as ever, far more than I deserve. Alas, I have a sacred duty to perform before I can even begin to consider such worldly affairs. This being so, I'm afraid I have no choice but to respectfully decline your suggestion.
Yeah, something with the crystals.
What? How dare you treat I mean, King Vernon's kind offices with such disdain? Why, a match has been all but agreed already. Do you wish His Majesty to look
I mean, you
a
didn't
fool?
consult her, homeboy.
That will be quite enough, Horton. We have no right to expect anything of Princess Gloria beyond her kindness in hearing us out. We are friends and allies of long standing, and her wishes will be respected. If it is not impolite to ask, Your Highness, what is this sacred duty of which you speak?
The time has come for me to recover my kingdom's greatest treasures, the 4...
All 4? Yo, you're ballin'!
Fortunately, thanks to Sir Sloane, the Wind Crystal is safely in my possession already, but the whereabouts of the others remain unknown.
Mustache twirling.
That does not bode well. Fire, water, wind, earth, nature's
Once again,
masters.
ice and lightning get
The
cucked.
crystal's power exceeds the hand of man, and if unleashed, would bring down death, disaster, calamity, and blight upon the land. I learned those lines as soon as I could talk, and if I understand them correctly, the troubled seas may be merely the first among many calamities to come. It is my duty, no, my destiny, as Princess of Musa, to do all that I can to prevent further misfortune befalling our world. And I shall fulfill it.
Very well. I understand completely. Princess Gloria, you must go. You must fulfill your destiny.
Thank you, King Vernon. Your understanding in the matter is much appreciated.
This looks so good, man. Gee, I wonder if the mustache twirling side dude is evil in some capacity. We need to get like an age of people subverting all these tropes so then they could be fresh again and you literally don't expect it. Roundabout, let's see, if you're using the standard two-handed controls, R will move the camera, pressing R will expand or shrink the mini-map. If you're on the field exploring a dungeon, you can press Y to swing your sword. Okay. And saving, okay. So that'll be absolutely the first thing I do. Oh, you can have a ton of save slots, holy shit, okay, good. So you could cut grass like it's a Zelda game, basically. And what they're saying is there might be something in it for you. Oh, it's full 3D, nice. That's awesome. It's not like top-down, like old-school style Final Fantasies. Who's this? Which is one thing I really kind of don't like about old-school Final Fantasies. It's a little hard to tell what's going on and where you can go because there wasn't always like a clear world map in the corner or anything.
Yeah. I mean, I heard it was bad, but this is something else.
Okay, cool.
Let's stay focused.
2! Oh, nice. They multiplied.
Here I go.
2 commands form the key components of the Bravely series' unique battle system, Brave and Default. Alright, you don't have any BP bank, but you can borrow BP of future turns, support up to 3 extra actions. Try using Brave. Okay, so they actually want you to Brave. Yeah, you could go up to -3, which means you use up to 4 turns of actions. So because of this, you could end fights in 1 turn if you move fast enough. Yeah, but now you can't do anything. Alright, we can totally speed this up. This is all I really wanted Fire Emblem to do, honestly.
Guess it's my turn.
Key benefit of the Brave command is to let you perform multiple actions in a single turn. Be aware, however, that if you borrow BP against future turns, it will have a deficit that must be worked off before you can act again. Wipe the enemy out in one go, and you'll have nothing to worry about. And yeah. You can use Default. Oh, well, I guess we're gonna get someone else to help us.
Sorry, pal. I didn't see you standing there.
How many times have I told you? Look before you cast. You can't just jump in spells blazing.
And how many times have I told you? I'm a big picture guy.
Yeah, I missed him. It's
He's
okay.
okay, isn't he? Don't sweat the details.
Someone has to when you're going around nearly frazzling people. Are you alright?
No.
Yeah, I guess.
I hate when people ask that question.
Exactly.
Just a couple of concerned passers-by. This guy's a wandering scholar, and I'm the one he hired to try and keep him out of trouble. The name's Adele.
Oh, and I'm Elvis.
Elvis.
Anyway, enough chit-chat. We've got a battle to finish. Try not to incinerate anyone, okay?
We could
Elvis?
probably brave ourselves over here. They're not doing a lot of damage.
Here I go.
Oh, there's different types of physical hits. Okay, based on what you're holding. Examine 10% of their MP. Okay. Okay, that shows both of them. Oh, they both healed. Oh, it's a bunch of bullshit then. Fire is 15 MP. How do you spread it? There's totally a way to spread fire, right? Ah, shit. That's the one thing I want to actually learn how to do. Oh, okay, my bad.
Away and fire your heat.
All right then.
Fuck this. We could probably just kill them. She seems very physically oriented. Wow, okay, never mind. She's amazing. It used to be that you would press left or right to change spread and single target.
Handy in a scrap, aren't you, laddie? That was some tasty brawling.
It really was. You were definitely more help than a certain so-called scholar I could mention.
Ha! Aye, less of that. I pulled my weight fair and square. Isn't that right, pal?
Huh? Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, you're only saying that because he put you on the spot. It's all right, you know. You can tell us what you really think. Besides, if you're nice to this one, it'll only go to his head.
And what would be so wrong with that, eh? Go on, son. Praise away. I could do with a wee boost to the old self-esteem.
Believe me, that's the last thing he needs.
Anyway, thanks for helping me out back there. Miss.
Hey, less of that. It's just plain Adele, okay?
That lip syncing is completely trashed. We're like 10 minutes in.
With monsters anyway. You don't look like your average warrior, I must say.
Oh, I was just helping out an old lady who was in trouble.
Have a go hero, eh? Very noble. I reckon you and me are going to...
Yeah, where'd she go? That's the better question.
Which is lucky, because I'm about to take you back to town and treat you to a wee drink.
Oh, really? Are you sure?
Am I sure? After a bonding experience like that, I insist on it.
Well, in that case, all right.
That's the spirit.
Ho-ho! Then away to the tavern we go. I've worked up a right old thirst. Oh, but before I forget, have you seen one of these about the place?
What is it?
It's called an asterisk. Us two are on a journey collecting them, which is how we ended up happening across you.
But we're not friends or anything. I'm only here because he hired me.
Okay, details. Anyway, we heard there was someone around these parts.
Yeah, so we're stealing them from them.
These wee beauties. So
You used to kill people for them.
Know something?
No. Sorry, guys. I'm not from around here. Matter of fact, I'm not even here by choice. I got shipwrecked and just kind of washed up nearby.
Yeah, the lip sync is completely garbage.
Talk about a calamity.
Yeah, I guess. But hey, I'm still
Probably
alive,
only works for
and I wasn't
Japanese.
too badly hurt, so
Aye. Sounds like you're plenty to be thankful for. Not least of
It's
all
not the
meeting
first
two of
game to
us.
do only Japanese, but you know.
Shall we go and celebrate or what? That bar won't prop itself up.
See, some games just have it so where you continue talking, they keep moving the lips until the actual dialogue stops. Like, even if it doesn't, like, match the word intonation, like, at least it gives the illusion that they're talking, right? Like, that's close enough. Like, this just stops and they keep talking. Ugh. That's like something I expected from a game like 15 years ago. It's gonna be very jarring later on.
Your Highness, a wandering merchant brings most worrisome tidings. The desert kingdom of Savalon is beset by a sudden abundance of water. So much so that full half the capital has been submerged. A deluge in the desert, milady. 'Tis unheard of.
Is it drinkable water?
Hazard a guess that this is a
Wouldn't be the
crystal
worst thing ever?
Savalon. The kingdom is a Musan ally of long standing. And King Orion is a fine man. I am sure he would be happy to tell us more about what has been
That's where the
happening.
demo took place, but I intentionally didn't play the demo for fear of spoilers.
Lurk not in the shadows, rogues. Show yourselves.
Oh no! This guy is beyond evil!
Very impressive, Sir Sloane. The greatest swordsman in the land is still as sharp as ever, it seems.
Thou knowest me. Then thee and thy companion are no mere sneak thieves, it would seem. Perhaps thou might do me the kindness of an introduction.
Well, since you asked so nicely, my sharp-eyed friend, I am Selena.
Yeah, and I'm Dag.
We will
Excellent.
come straight to the point, yes? Princess Gloria, we want the Wind Crystal. Please make this easy for everyone and hand it over. What? Come now. Do as we say, and no one will have to get hurt.
Never mind all the fancy talk, Selena. Let's just bash him and take the bloody thing. The old cod
That name is totally pronounced Celine. They could have just put the A at the end.
Thou thinkest me too old to school thee, boy? There is life in this old dog yet.
Get him, Boomer!
Ooh, Gramps has got a temper on him. Well, rage all you like, mate. You don't stand a chance against me.
Is that an asterisk?
Too right it is. Bet you wish you'd just given us the crystal now, don't ya? Bring it, old man.
What? Was it you? Do the despoilers of Musa stand before me?
Musa? What are you on about?
Mayhap you are mere mercenaries. In which case, whose coin hath purchased thy services? I'll show ya.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Game's up, Grandad.
Now you guys have to be straight villains after this one.
Stop it! Let me go!
Sir Sloane, you must do as he says.
Damn, nice. Threw it in the
What kind of
background.
monster takes a child hostage?
Whatever. It worked, didn't it? All's fair dinkum in love and war. Now shut your whinging and hand over the crystal.
Please stop it. I do not have the crystal.
Hey?
You have hidden it somewhere. Very well. Then we will just have to take you instead.
Never!
You will let the child go free? Then I will do as you say.
Princess Gloria!
Hostage trade, eh? Not a bad idea. And I'd probably go along with it too if Greybeard here hadn't rubbed me up the wrong way.
Oh my god! What?
Sir Sloane!
Fear not, your highness.
He actually walked over and punched the shit out of him.
Will it now? Well, there's a coincidence, because that's exactly what I was about to give you.
Alright.
Ready or not?
Your highness!
I have already agreed to come with you. There is no need for further bloodshed.
Oh yeah? Think you can tell me what to do ya? You ain't the princess of me, girlie.
All right, Dag. You have had your fun.
But...
She was telling the truth. She does not have the Wind Crystal.
Yeah, I wonder where she
Now,
put it
do as you
then.
promised and release the child. You can walk, yes? You must fetch the Wind Crystal and bring it to the abandoned house north of town. Once you have done that, we will release Princess Gloria. But if you even think about bringing help from Halcyonia, well...
Oh, the girl
I'm sure
gets
I
it.
don't need to tell you what would happen.
Smell you later, Drongo.
Princess Gloria!
Oh my god! Yo, I love these cutscenes. These are great. They're actually like all together on the same stage. Just walks over and beats the shit out of them. That was high tier right there. Now that's fucking quality. That was like the best part of the game so far. Monsters freely roam the fields and dungeons of the land. Come into contact with one, a battle will begin. Trying to let monsters approach you from behind. Okay. As you work your way around, you'll see party chat. Notification will disappear, but you can catch up on any of the party chat you've missed by opening Travelog and going to memories. So basically, once it shows up, you have it forever. You can just choose when you want to watch it. Try well on the numbers as quickly as you can. The fewer them are, the fewer attacks you'll have flying back. Focus your efforts on eliminating one foe. Look how much health each enemy has, any weaknesses. Okay. What happened to the old lady? Yeah, there's probably nothing here that we can really use at all. Alright. I don't know how much I want to actually fight anything yet. Actually, let's save. At least we have a little bit of magic, right? Oh, not lore. At least we have just a drop of magic will go a long way. Alright, cool. Yeah, I was very much itching to play this game a while ago. I wonder if you hit them. Yep. You get the advantage on it. Your party is feeling brave.
Okay, what's the plan?
The yellow bar underneath each character's HP is known as the turn gauge. When it's full, it means the character's turn is ready to come around. The speed which it fills can be affected by all kinds of factors. For example, speed, stat, and the weight of their equipment, the actions they took on their previous turn, and stats effects that either slow up or speed down a character. Slow down or speed up, Jesus. Stats of the allies' turn gauge should therefore only be taken as a rough guide as to who will act next. Enemies don't have visible turn gauges, but you'll see a warning sign next to any foe whose turn is about to come around. These warning signs are also a rough guide. Okay. So it's active time battle in this game. 1.3, there's a bunch. There's two types of vulnerability. Weapon types and elements. There's no ice in this universe. Ice is merged with water. There are a number of ways to work out an enemy's vulnerabilities, but these ways by a magnifying glass. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this game is active time battle. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Oh, we don't know anything about the wolf. Do I have freelancer? Yeah, we'll examine. And then we'll hit.
Right, I'll stand see.
I could probably slow down the battle speed just a little bit. I think they're weak to Blizzard, right?
Eat sorcery.
Yeah, I think level 3 is probably the best. I'm gonna slightly brave her into the negatives. I'm not too concerned about the wolf at all. Alright, they're all vulnerable to daggers.
That was close. Damn it.
Is he using a dagger? I think he is, right? Yeah, he is examine. Fire and daggers. Okay.
Did you see that?
That's pretty simple.
Onwards and upwards.
Treat might be kind of helpful, but usually Freelancer is like generally not a great job. It's one of those like jack of all oh no! Get the fuck. Yeah, there you go. It's one of those jack of all trade jobs that usually starts out like okay at best.
There's no way we're losing this one. Here I go.
Here. Let's be ballsy. I'm pretty sure she could kill them. It's different because each character acts directly as soon as their turn comes up, as opposed to before where it's like everyone acts at once, like you set everyone's attacks. Miss! Oh no. It's Morrowind Simulator. I couldn't imagine needing more than one.
Eat sorcery. Freeze. Shiver.
Looks like we did it.
I actually like that you could speed it up at different levels. That's kind of what I wish Fire Emblem would just do. Like by default, you could have different levels that you want to go to. So does he have a job? Yeah, Black Mage. That's all we have. He just has Black Mage. Fire, Blizzard Thunder. Oh, forget Poison. During the night, offensive, magic, evasion, and luck are increased, and 4% MP is restored each turn. Restores the amount of HP based on the attack command. That could be very useful. And then we have Fira, Thundara, and Blizzara. Freelancer has Treat Divining Rod. Nullifies all terrain inflicted damage. Yeah, see? Now this is why this is going to be very good. Basically, the more you level this, the faster you level up. Status effects from a target. The physical damage and delay. Oh, this is from Tactics. Tactics does this too. Tactics Advanced specifically. But we don't have many asterisks. In fact, we only have one. I don't suppose he'd know any healing. Roughly 50% chance of surviving with 1 HP when taking enough damage to be knocked out. This ability will not be triggered if... Okay, yeah, that's in like every game. You could set passive abilities, I see. You need to learn them first. You could set up to 5. So there's basically a speed stat. And a chance of being targeted stat. Okay. It's weight, probably. The more you weigh, the longer it takes for your turn to come around. Yeah, this is very, very different. Let's save just before I get jumped going back. Alright, can I walk around? Maybe. Okay, now. That sword swipe is pretty lenient, but I like it. So basically, there's no reason to not enter with at least 1 HP. Or one extra BP. We'll brave a bunch. Oh, but we don't know what they're weak to. So here's what we'll do. I'll spread it out a little bit. He's weak to bow and fire. Alright. I don't really know anything else, do I? No. Let's see if I could just kill this guy. Alright, you see how much of a difference like 1 or 2 levels made? That was pretty helpful. Okay, 2 is enough. You probably don't waste the other ones if you have to act more, but you know, I only want to use what I need to. Black Mage specialty, regenerative default. Defaulting heals a little MP. That's actually going to be decent. They might have better Black Mage. I can't remember. A lot of these types of games have just flat out upgrade jobs that are better than the other ones.
Somebody help me! You okay? What's the matter?
A horrible man and woman took me, but then an old man and another woman came and saved me, but then the man got attacked and now he's really badly hurt.
We'd better go help him out. Will you show us where he is?
He's still just laying on the ground.
Are you okay? Wait a second. You're the guy from before.
Greetings, young seafarer.
You're hurt. We need to get you seen to right away.
'Tis not. But the princess...
What happened to Gloria? Is she okay?
The fiends took her.
Never mind that now. Let's get you to bed.
You're right. Come on.
Well, I'll be jiggled. So you're the famous Sir Sloan, eh? Lady Emma told me all kinds of wild
He's a fan.
tales about you, my man.
Oh, and how is dear Emma? Is she well?
I'm afraid she passed on 6 months ago or so.
I see. Thou wert her apprentice. Time truly does fly. Why, I can recall when the good lady studied under another herself. But forgive me, much as I would love to spend the day in fond reminiscence, alas, there are more pressing matters at hand. I must away and wrest her highness from
This dude's gonna get killed
unconscionable
at some point.
rogues.
Sorry, but you won't be resting anyone from anything in your condition. I'd be surprised if you could rest yourself out of bed.
But I must!
Well, how about I join you?
You are kind indeed, young sir, but I cannot allow it. The rogues in question are in possession of an asterisk.
Well, that's all the more reason to go deal with them, right? Besides, I owe you after you helped me out back there at the beach.
But good sir,
I'm coming too. If there's an asterisk involved, I'm there with bells on.
Thine aid is appreciated, but might I ask why the asterisk would interest
Asterisks
you
are
so?
power.
Oh aye, ask away, pal. It's because of this old book, see? I found it when I was going through Lady Emma's stuff. I couldn't read a word of it when I first picked the thing up. But wave an asterisk near it, and the gobbledygook starts making sense. And I'm nothing if not nosy, so I set out on a quest to find enough of these special wee stones to read the whole thing.
Intriguing.
I can't imagine what like eldritch horrors will be summoned.
Help your pal into the bargain, then everyone's a winner.
Great. Then we should leave right away.
Though it weighs heavy on my conscience to enlist the aid of strangers, I fear I have little choice. You have my thanks. Her Highness has been taken to an abandoned building north of the town. Let us make haste.
Alright, Sir Sloane's now accompanying the party. So he might help in combat randomly. Final Fantasy III had that a lot. Characters would join you, they'd actually follow you on the overworld, and very rarely they would occasionally jump out. You won't be able to control them, but they'll help out with the odd attack and a healing spell, yeah. You can use tents on the field and at save points. Using one will cure your HP, MP, and A status ailments, yeah. Changing jobs. We only have one job though. So I might just stick with what we have. Eating pig, yeah. I mean, if you actually like have to, you could probably just like heal up and just grind for a little bit. So basically the best equipment is going to be whatever's like lightest, you know? And it's not active time, I guess, but what happens is that they calculate everyone's speed stats. First we went to Lady Emma's old pal, and we stumble across an asterisk. The plot's thickening, sure enough. And now we get to go and rescue a princess. How heroic we are. Alright. Yeah, but tents are expensive, dude. Probably need to at least fight a couple more battles. Ah, what's this? Fond memories. Are you sure you're okay? 'Tis not, lad. The concern is kind indeed, but far from necessary, really. But he's one tough old war horse, huh? He's gotta be hurting pretty bad. Aye, the way he's strutting about the place, you never know he was flat on his behind not so long ago. Well, I think he might even be smiling. Permit an old man this indulgence, friend. 'Tis merely that the four of us adventuring together in this manner brings back fond memories of old times. Four of us? Ah, wait, I get you. I am forgetting myself. Princess Gloria remains in peril, and we must away. There we get moving. Let's shake a leg. Kelly, pray I will not impede these fine youngsters' progress. Wait, are you sure you're okay? Never better, lad. Never better. Now come. Time waits for no man. Alright, what does she have to say? Let's go get Gloria and teach those creeps a lesson. Taking a kid as a hostage is crossing the line. Alright, sure. I think the world maps and everything in previous Bravely games were just 2D. It was like the old school Resident Evil type thing. You're really just moving around on like a somewhat 2D plane, maybe like 2.5D. That's cool though, everyone appears in the overworld.
Ha! Looks like luck's on our side.
I guess it's Wabbit season. Jeez, man, alright. Don't even need to do anything. Alright, I like Adele already. I can tell she's going to be pretty good. Going to be the star party member forever. And yeah, it could just be because she has a couple of levels. Alright, you can't go down cliffs like that. But you never know.
Let's strike while the iron's
I wonder if the other party is going to join in, or if you can only fight one enemy at a time.
What's the plan?
Alright, she could finish this by herself, basically. God damn!
Did you underestimate us?
Yeah. Most of the good stuff is usually at, like, higher levels in jobs anyway. It's very rare you get a job that's just, like, really good right off the bat, you know? Obviously gotta work for it a little bit.
They're sitting ducks. Here I go.
He took out the orc, okay, now it's just a normal fight. Do I have other party members currently? I mean, well, it's this easy, I might as well get in a couple of kills. I think Blue Dragon lets you do this, right? There's a couple of games that let you hit enemies on the overworld. I don't think a Tales game lets you do it, though. But Blue Dragon lets you do it. I remember that correctly. Weak to daggers. Yeah, they're all weak to the same thing. I could start throwing some fire around, though. Physical counter is not very scary. Here, we'll super brave this. I wonder if one solo target is good enough. I guess we'll find out this fight. It totally is, by the way. Okay. Like, that's the one thing I did like about Final Fantasy III, is that you could do a lot of this, and it's pretty helpful. But then the other part is that the game is just a massive grind fest from start to finish. And if you don't grind, sometimes you could possibly soft lock yourself, maybe.
Okay then.
Bows and fire. Oh great, Elvis isn't gonna move. I wonder if he's high enough level to kill the wolf by himself. Okay, that hurts him a lot more. Thank you.
That was a piece of cake.
What we need is, I want to get like a fair amount of money first, so I could buy potions. Because the last thing I want to do is get into somewhere and I can't do anything and I have no potions.
We've got the upper hand, guys.
Thank you.
Here I go.
Wabbit season? Oh, the Wabbits are like weak to everything. Sure. Plus, when you have a party member or an occasional guest, it's actually kind of nice because you could just kind of run around and do whatever, you know? And they'll help out. Basically, it seems like there's a very high chance at the start of every fight, or at least in between some turns, he'll just jump in and get some free hits. So, that's actually pretty helpful for right now.
We've got the upper hand, guys. Okay, what's the plan?
Oh, ideally we dodge anything that's physical counter. What is it? Bow. We don't have any archers. I wonder if any of the archer classes are actually going to be good.
That was a piece of cake.
But you see why I like this battle system? Because you can actually, like, just end fights right away. You don't have to wait for each person's turn to individually come around and other random stuff like that. When it gets dark, that's when the monsters really come out to play. There's more of them in the daytime, and they're nastier. If you want to get to your destination, travel during daylight, but if you fancy a monster hunt, nighttime's the right time. Not that I'm endorsing monster hunting for its own sake, a very dangerous pastime. Yeah, well, he didn't even see me coming.
Ha! Looks like luck's on our side.
I would really like for Elvis to move.
Okay, what's the plan?
But as you can see, basically Elvis just... He's very slow, but when he moves, he gets to use a lot of good magic. Alright, well, the fight's over.
Did you see that? Hard work always pays off.
Level up. Now, the other thing that I should mention is that I am using my HDMI switch. I posted about this in my Discord, but obviously I don't expect anyone who's watching this to have read it. basically my Switch overheats. Not the console, the HDMI switch is overheating. In fact, right now it's pretty hot. So I only have 2 HDMIs plugged in, which is my PS4 and my Switch. If the video feed cuts out randomly, it's because it's too hot. And I have a replacement, but it won't be here until tomorrow. And I wanted to play this like now. So if the video cuts out and it keeps cutting out and I can't get it to work, I'll do the ghetto setup, which is I take a HDMI converter and I just plug both ends into it. Let me save while I'm ahead, just in case. You know how it is. Not exactly getting a ton of money from this either. Oh, we don't know anything about them. Well, it's not like we have too much we can do. Sahagin. Weak to axe and thunder. Well, the thunder you could guess, but... Alright, Elvis will get to move and then he'll be able to do whatever.
Right, let's see.
Oh shit, I used Blizzard. Oops. Thank you. I did not mean to do that. In my head, I was like, Thunder's second on the list, right? And I actually thinking about it, no, it's never been second on the list. I don't know what I was thinking. Do we hit him? Yep. It's only one. Oh shit, I should have braved it. Thank you.
That was a piece of cake.
Seth learns forage. So basically, he's almost catching up. We're getting somewhere with it. Adele still hasn't leveled up though, so. He's scared. You know what they should have in this game? They should have the Earthbound thing where if you're a high level, you win the battle outright. Blue Dragon also had that. See, this is why I love... I really do love... oh shit, there's more here. I really do love RPGs. There's a certain something you get from RPGs that you don't get from anything else, you know? Weak to sword. Oh, Flans are weak to swords, apparently. Thank you. What is he weak to? Oh, literally just being hit with a staff. Yeah, explain that one to me, but whatever. It's just a bunch of them. At least we don't have linked encounters.
We've got the upper hand, guys.
Tales games with linked encounters are pretty good, though. I actually kind of like that.
All right then.
Where are these things? Bows and fire? We might get lucky and it might not move in time. Dead.
Piece of cake.
Dude, this guy's great, which is why he has to die. I guess it's if they see you kill one of their friends, they immediately want to run away. But I really do like that in Blue Dragon. You could just touch enemies that are lower level and you just win the fight outright. Paper Mario also does that. This is kind of a big party.
Oh, what's next? I wonder.
We could just spam fire. That'll probably be better.
I'll be ready for this. Burn, smolder.
Just since there's a bunch, I might as well.
Another one beats the dust.
Black Mage is going to be pretty sweet. It's just that usually what you do is you set multiple jobs so you can have different like coverage on stuff. So there might be some ridiculous stuff we can do. I don't know. Can we cross this? Yeah. I'm going to save first. If it's guarding a treasure chest, it's probably reasonably strong, right? I couldn't imagine this being low level. Rare monsters. They're much stronger than their fellow creatures and weighing in about unprepared. So make sure you're good and ready if you plan to take it on. And don't forget to save first. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to know. How strong is this?
This won't be plain sailing.
It's not like there's much preparing I can really do to begin with. Yeah, that might be a bit excessive, I might say. Thank you, I'm getting out of here. Fuck that. That's excessive. 900 damage. Well, it disappeared. Kukri. Alright, I thought High Tide was like gonna mess me up there. No, I'm good. Well, I was able to trigger him and then immediately run away, so I mean it worked out in the long run. What? You piece of shit. I can't hit him. Thank you. I'm gonna equip most of the stuff I found on Seth.
Ha! Looks like luck's on our side.
What's the plan?
The usual. I don't think any wild encounter is gonna be that tough, really. Not yet, at least. We barely even need to do anything. Oh, oops. Thank you. I keep thinking it's thunder. I don't know why. Alright. We should have like a decent amount of money. And we definitely gained some good levels, so I accidentally touched him. I was gonna stop and swing. Oops. Basically, we approach from behind anyway, so we get more turns. Or we get to fight first. That's like a staple of the genre at this point.
Too easy.
Level 4. I guess we could subclass Black Mage, right? But I don't know how experience gaining works if you subclass a class. Ward Light. I'm gonna get that other treasure chest. The only thing I would say is a negative for this so far is just the performance is a little low. That could be, again, the Switch just being underpowered as shit, but the performance is just a little, it leaves a little something to be desired. It's a little, it's not, I don't even know if this is lock 30. It might be, but you know. Yeah, the sword is very lenient. It has a huge arc.
Let's do this.
Dude, she's amazing. I'm gonna roll with her stats for the longest. I'm gonna make sure that she's always on a physical job. Physical attack is increased. Physical defense is reduced by 30. That's different. Okay. I don't think Berserk used to weaken your defenses. It just used to buff your attack, but you couldn't do anything but attack. Alright. Well, we found most of this for free. We could get bucklers, but they increase your weight, which might not be the best idea since that's actually something to care about. Yeah. Star Pendant. Poison immunity and blindness immunity. Yeah, I don't know if I want to buy equipment. This is going to increase his weight, won't it? Yeah. Chance of being targeted +2. It's legitimately something to consider, is that everything increases your weight. Chooses a broadsword. Okay. I think we should be fine for the most part. We'll just leave it as is. And we'll just buy some potions and call it a day. 250 is pretty good. Let's buy 2 mini ethers just in case. And then we still have 1 of everything else. And we'll buy like 2 more Phoenix Downs. And we'll buy 1 paralysis cure. Okay. There's not been a big twist yet, but don't worry. The twists always come just towards the end of the game. Alright, we'll sleep and then we'll go. They do start you out with a pretty meaty MP pool, which I think is nice. What I would like is the ability to like use Osmos on your friends, because I think that's not in a lot of games. That I think it would help out magic users, because generally in a lot of RPGs, magic is not that great because you eventually run out of MP, and when you run out of MP, like obviously that character kind of becomes useless. So what I would like to do is like, I feel like Osmos would really aid in that a little bit. Tales games kind of suffer from this a little bit. Like, people who use magic need to have a way to keep it sustainable. Otherwise, it's better to just use brawlers the whole time. And let's be fair, it is very appealing and very fun to use dudes who could just run up with big weapons, you know? Not to mention, you could swing a weapon infinitely, you know? Good thing I didn't buy anything. Weight plus 4. This is the same weight, so it's just better than what he has. Let's give some magic defense, okay. Give her the knit cap. Yeah. Shouldn't be too difficult to start. But that would be like the one thing I would say. What the hell is this? It's like an imp. The one thing I would say is just the performance is a little wonky.
Let's strike while the iron's hot.
Okay, what's the plan?
Fresh forklings.
Okay, I'm going all in.
To fire and staff hits. Okay. They know cure, and they kills him for using cure. Nice.
No big deal. Right, let's see. Alrighty.
Oop.
Eat sorcery. Burn. Smolder. Eat sorcery.
They're very resilient. Wow, I totally expected them to die to that. Trying to hit him through his default. That's fine. Thank you. Some of the harder enemies, but it's fine. Okay. I think I hit him. That has to be more than a 180-degree arc. That is incredible. Nice.
Okay then.
I wonder what increases someone's weight, if it's their class or what. But depending on what it is, you know, that could actually be pretty helpful. If like you could get a class that has like a high weight tolerance.
Let's put the boot in.
Great.
Okay then. Looks like you did it.
Yeah, we're not really gaining anything anymore. Is experience capped, actually? Does it? Because Adele hasn't really leveled up. It might just be nothing. The amount needed to level up might scale by area, as opposed to anything else. Thank you. They don't want this dude to carry you and just win a ton of fights for you.
Okay then. That was a piece of cake.
Yeah, she's gaining experience. It's just not a ton. Alright, Dungeon Master. I'm gonna put on a Lunar Powered since we are out at night. He doesn't have anything else anyway. Oh, shit. Oops. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but whatever. We'll equip the same thing twice. There's 18 chests in this overworld. Wonder if that's just for this area or like in general for this map, because I'm sure there's going to be like the map is going to expand or get bigger.
Too easy.
All right, let's save. I don't think I need to heal. I think we got a good enough amount of everything. The Outlaws' hideout.
So what's the plan? Princess Gloria's being held hostage, right?
Indeed she is, fair maiden. 'Twill be necessary for me to enter alone and begin negotiations, lest the brigands suspect foul play. However, at a suitable juncture, I shall create a distraction, allowing your merry band to swoop in and rescue Her Highness.
A distraction, eh? And how do you plan to do that?
With this, 'tis a sorcerer's stone that upon firm impact emits a most dazzling light.
They don't have the wind crystal, do they?
Out, by the light of the sun, and by these words shalt thou know to enter. The princess knoweth well this phrase. 'Tis one we have long since settled upon, and by it shall know to close our eyes full tight.
Nice. So we just wait for the signal, then it's go time, right?
Precisely. I shall be counting on you.
Alright, to fight or to flee. There are a couple ways of finding out if a monster you're facing can be easily dealt with. Look for a red glow around your opponent before battle. Note whether you earn an underdog bonus. Both of these means you're a little underpowered to be facing that opponent. Might be better off avoiding them in the future, leveling up before facing them again. If your opponent tries to run before that, you're overpowered and should probably move on. Okay, so that's kind of helpful. Party chat, right away. Praise for the princess. Thou seemest somewhat anxious, lad. 'Twere better that thou wert calm. Vexation doth dull the sword arm, after all. I know. Fret not unduly on Princess Gloria's account. Her Highness is a good deal hardier than she might first seem. 'Twas ever thus. That's why I remember when she was but 5 years old, Zephyr, a fine steed for whom the princess had developed a surpassing fondness, lay ready to breathe her last. She was a wondrous creature, as gentle as the breeze for which she was named, and yet she died just in the manner she had lived, simply closed her eyes and made as if to sleep. The princess, who had attended to every moment of her dear friend's passing, spake such fine words when the moment came at last. Enjoy your rest, Zephyr, and do not worry about us. We will miss you, but we will always treasure your memory. For one so young to put her companion's feelings before her own in such a manner. Wow, she was really just 5. Indeed she was. At first I thought perhaps she knew not what it was to die, but no, soon enough she set about weeping. She knew right enough, knew all too well. So at that moment I saw for the first time just what a kind heart she possessed. And one so precious must be kept from harm at all costs. Don't worry, we'll get her out of there, you'll see. We will indeed, lad, by the sacred oath I made as her servant and protector. Alright. There's no enemies yet. Teleport stone. Well, it didn't run away and it doesn't have a red glow, so I think we'll be fine. We got our couple of levels. I think we'll be good. Well, not gonna get to scan that.
What's the plan? I'm all set.
A mageling. Weak to daggers and thunder. Alright, dead.
Too easy.
The only thing is, like, one of the big things about having enemies visible on the overworld is that technically it slows down encounter progress, because you actually have to, like, run over and hit them, as opposed to random encounters where it might have been a little bit faster, you know? Alright, that's one.
I'm not positive.
That's just like something about most modern RPGs. Like, they want to have the enemies visible on the world, so because of that, you know, you probably won't get into as many fights as often. They used to just do it, obviously, you know, because they couldn't have 1,000 enemies on the screen at once. Okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just one of those things, you know? maybe someday I'll finish Octopath, and I am looking forward to Triangle Strategy. I think this company is on fire. Because I liked what Square started with Final Fantasy 3 and 4, and I was really kind of sad they didn't continue it with Final Fantasy 5 and 6. I think that's a massive, just wasted potential. Ah. See, I wonder if Seth will move before this guy does. Because I don't want to waste all his MP.
Okay then.
Okay, perfect. Oh, wow, okay, one survived. Doesn't matter.
Did you see that? I'm amazing.
Like, Tales games usually have a ton of enemies, so it's not a big deal, which makes me wonder what Tales of Arise is going to be like. That better have a PS5 version. I'm probably going to break my rule, play that on the PS5. Maybe. Because I'm really looking forward to that. That and Final Fantasy 16 are like my... It's like being 13 again and seeing Versus 13 and all these other games possibly coming out for the PS3. You know, except this time I actually have faith in both of the companies that they'll release them as is.
That was a piece of cake.
So, hopefully that is the case. It might not happen. I won't get my hopes up, but I remember what it was like being, you know, 12 and 13 and seeing these games and like Game Informer and online and stuff. It's like, wow, look how cool all these games look. We're gonna spread thunder. Ghost Knight. Probably weak to fire since it's undead. Everything else she could just hit. I'm not scared of goblin choppers. Axe and light, okay.
Right, let's see.
Doesn't matter. I mean, like, I think Seth will get to move.
Okay,
yeah.
what's the plan?
Oh, he might not be able to kill all. Oh, no, he will. Because she got in a hit on that one.
Did you see that? Hey, I'm just getting started.
Level 5. Dread makes a character unable to use Brave in default or increase their BP beyond 0. Okay. Yeah, that's an enemy. How will you know when it's a super enemy again?
Ha! Looks like luck's on our side.
I'm up, huh?
Bronze Goyle. I say we just get rid of the Ghost Knight. It's weak to thunder, a bunch of shit. Cool. There you go.
Guess it's my turn.
Thunder staff hits and wind. We're just gonna try to blow through it. We can't really do much about it. What we need is someone who could use Cure. That's really what we need. Alright, we're a bit over leveled.
Let's put the boot in.
Because I was really kind of salty I never got to play 12 until, like, I got to play 12 in, like, 2009. But it was way later at that point. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the same when you know, everyone else has already gotten to play it. I was very grateful that Tales games did come to the 360, though. At least Vesperia. Vesperia was so good, man. Ow. Thank you. This is definitely the tutorial, man, for sure.
That felt good.
Yeah, this is a completely secondary floor. We don't have to do this.
Let's put the boot in.
What? All right, we'll never know. He definitely needs a job or something, because that way he can at least start to do more damage with stuff.
We've outmaneuvered them.
All right.
What's the plan?
Hey, yes, I know I'm playing a ton of games right now and a ton of RPGs. I plan on balancing them out more because I feel more motivated to make content now. So don't worry. I'm gonna balance this out with everything else. In fact, I don't plan on playing this all day today. I plan on actually playing Fire Emblem after this. Motherfucker.
This should be fun.
Oh, okay. I get scared whenever that happens. What can I say? Nice. I'm gonna get him to level 5, then I'm gonna run outside real quick and save. Francisca. Oh, you'll be overloaded. Oh no. Yeah, shit. I don't know if we could use this yet. She could use it, but it would boost her stats way higher. Oh shit. What's equip recommended? Yeah, if they just wanted to use Francisca. But what if I were to give her also the broadsword? No, I couldn't do it. I could give her the dagger. Yeah. Hopefully that's good. So he's using 2 daggers. Yeah, okay. Less attack, less chance of being targeted. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about weight too much at the moment. Later on, it'll definitely be something to consider, but for right now, I think we're fine.
There's no way we're losing this one. What's the plan?
She still gets to move first, by the way.
Here I go.
I don't think we learned what it's weak to. Water and light.
Did you see that?
Alright, perfect.
Amazing.
Could use the teleport stone, but we're not like pressured at all, so I'm just gonna run out and save and then come back in.
They're sitting ducks.
Like Elvis basically doesn't even get to move at this rate. Oh, god damn it. What is that, Dread?
Okay, what's the plan?
Yeah, see, it's nice to have 2 different kinds of weapons held. So that way you hit twice for 2 different elements, or rather 2 different types, I guess. So until we get like a ton of different things, we might not be able to do too much with Freelancer might be the way to go, is what I mean. Alright, cool. Yeah, I actually kind of want you to run away from me. We'll leave and we'll save real quick. Then we'll actually go through. I don't know. This says there were 4 chests on that level. I don't know. Maybe it's like invisible walls. Like you walk through the, you know what I mean. Come on. Most of you have probably played fucking, what's it called? Final Fantasy IV. Final Fantasy IV did it a lot. I can't remember if 5 did it. Like, I only played 5 once, and I didn't particularly like it a ton. What if you get different costumes in this game? Oh yeah, it's fully on site. I like it. Oh god damn it. He didn't flee fast enough, and I didn't see him come around the corner.
Let's see what you're made of, eh?
Alright.
Did you see that?
Works out perfectly. You didn't do anything! Alright, let me see if there's anything down here real quick. See, examine might be a good thing to have for a while. It's gonna be one of those things like later on, it's gonna be really helpful to have. Yeah, so like, where would you find anything else on this floor? Oh, god damn it. Kind of makes sense that he wants to tussle, but you know.
They're wide open, get stuck in.
Okay, what's the plan?
Okay. We can kill like 1 or 2 of them a turn. Beautiful. Elvis still didn't need to move. Alright, so maybe there's like another way to come back around on the other side, and that's how you get everything else. Yeah, see. Okay. Not gonna, you know, stress it too much. Inner alchemy. Alright. At least they stay out of your way, so you don't have to, like, worry about, you know, having to constantly fight. What do you think is the right way? Well, I picked the right way. Yeah, they all kind of flee now. That's fine by me.
Let's do this.
It looks like a Phantom Hourglass. Or was it Spirit Tracks? I can't remember. I hated both of those games. It was Spirit Tracks, yeah, where Zelda was in the armor suit or whatever. All the Wind Waker sequels kind of sucked. Reduces resistance to all elements, okay. It's like general, like, weakness down, you know? So basically, can you still, hold on, I want to see something. Can you still change enemy encounter levels? Oh, there you go. Turn that on. Objective markers, auto advanced quest dialogue. Turn that to fast. Actually, I haven't noticed it. I'll leave it. Job specific outfits. Recursive location. Quick default is L. Two-hand. It's automatically two-handed because I'm using a pro controller. Yeah, no. Okay, so in older Bravely Default games, you could toggle how much you actually wanted to encounter enemies. From, I think it was like normal to low to off. So what you could do is you could grind at like a save point or something where you could heal up whenever, and it wouldn't be a problem, right? Like you could just constantly like grind around this stuff. So that I don't think that's in this game, but instead now enemies will flee, so you could just avoid random encounters in general. Like the whole system is different. I'm also gonna maybe up voices a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna up the voices a little bit. They were a little low in that other cutscene. All right, that's fine by me. It's good to know. Oh, look at this. All right, these are totally traps. Dart. Pig. Or is it Peeg? And a round shield. I should give the shield to Elvis. Nah, he'd be overloaded. His weight cap is very low. I could give him the dagger. But he's already kind of slow as is. I don't think I need to do too much. I'll wait for his weight to increase a little bit, and then I'll give him the shield.
There's no way we're losing this one.
See, some games I like it when characters wear their job outfits, and some games I don't. So it's really just entirely up to how I feel about the game and the art style. Like in Tactics, or not Tactics, in Final Fantasy III, I kind of like the fact that you could have all the characters dress up differently. I thought it looked pretty cool. But then like Fire Emblem, I don't like it as much. So entirely, it entirely varies.
Ha! Looks like luck's in our side.
I'm up, huh?
Yeah, get rid of this dude. We'll heal it. Ow, okay, that's a little bad. Thank you.
That was a piece of cake.
Yeah, good thing I changed default movement speed. This is very helpful. Alright, get out the way. Alright, I think we've done everything here, so... Contagion. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could still fight every enemy. It's just that now, you know, it's better. Because being able to cheese the game by turning off random encounters entirely, like, I gather why they did it, right? They wanted it to be very appealing so people could just chill. They weren't always under attack, but you know how it is.
Still no sign of him. Where is the useless old fart?
Calm yourself, Dag. Becoming flustered at a time like this will only benefit our enemies. He almost got the better of you, it is true. But you will prevail in the end. You always do.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. And when I do, we'll have the Wind Crystal. And that little beauty's gonna make the both of us filthy, stinking rich!
You do not care that your actions might bring about untold calamity.
Pull the other one! That calamity stuff's just a load of bulldust some drongo made up so they can keep the crystals for themselves.
I can assure you that it is no such thing. You have seen the state of the oceans for yourself. Does that not concern you at all?
Pah! It couldn't concern me less, you Madge. It'll take more than a couple of waves to put me off making the big bucks.
Oh, how can you possibly be so short-sighted?
Okay. Dungeon Worlds, you'll occasionally come across a bright blue circle on the ground. Oh, it's a checkpoint. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay, you don't interact with it. You just literally walk into it. Yeah, so it seems like every dungeon will have spaces like this to facilitate that. All right, then me leaving doesn't really make much of a difference then. I might as well progress as far as I can, and then, you know, if it actually gets a little bit too much, then leave and come back. I will say my Switch is doing pretty decently though. Like, it hasn't like turned off, it hasn't done the fluttering thing that it does. So I'm not sure if it's just one of my cables that's causing it to get hot, but I'm gonna replace it anyway. Just use it as like a secondary switch. It's kind of bad though that it's happening at all. Purge, etc. Yeah, you might want to show me the etc., especially for something like Doom. Doom is a pretty big thing. You kind of don't want to involve yourself with it, like, ever. Okay.
Let's do this.
I'm up, huh?
Reminds me of Lost Odyssey when they walk up. Lost Odyssey had like enemies do this too.
Okay.
I'm really not that afraid of the Mageling. Okay.
Did you see that? I'm amazing.
Fira.
I wonder what's next for me.
What's Lucky Charm? Oh. Increases oh, it's an action. Okay, increase the target's luck. That might be good. She could buff herself, probably. And I'm sure luck does the usual of critical hits and all that.
They're wide open, get stuck in.
What's the plan?
Can you use it on yourself? Yes. Should be enough to...
Let's see now.
Damn, I was really hoping for some critical luck right there.
Okay, what's the plan?
I'm going all in.
Just because there were 5 of them.
You rang?
38 MP. He's guarding it, so it might not kill him.
Oh, aye. Away and bile your heat.
Yeah.
Burn.
If I know I was gonna do that much, I could have just hit like normal. Yeah, this floor is a little bit more my speed. Not even in difficulty, just in reward.
I'm up, huh?
Yeah, I think it's just better to hit them to death.
Looks like we did it.
Probably good. We'll buff ourselves for the fight. And then that way we'll be prepared and ready. But I don't think most of these enemies are going to give us anything.
They're sitting ducks.
Free. He's going to leave us after this, by the way. This is just purely for the tutorial. You get to have someone this good.
Too easy.
Alright, he learned it too. So that's actually good, because she could just keep hitting, and he can buff her. Yeah, he's in the way. I'd rather get the first hit than try to squeeze past.
Ha! Looks like luck's on our side.
Perfect.
Okay then.
I'm all set.
Did you see that? I'm amazing.
Barrel helm. Longsword. And a tent. He has a broadsword. I don't know, maybe the axe isn't that great, because we could put this on and lose the weight and gain more attack. So that might be better. Yeah, see, we wouldn't gain anything, but I'm not sure if that's because we'd be overloaded by weight and we just lose stats on everything. Yeah, the Kukri would be better, but it's okay. I mean, a class that's like good with axes. I think that would probably be one of the better things to have. So we've gotten everything, so now we can just try to clear the floor. Like, not kill all the enemies, obviously, but just, you know, get through it. Nice.
All right then.
That is a long sword. It's almost like it's in the name.
Okay then. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
That was a piece of cake.
Hopefully Gloria gets to, like, get the experience, you know, like there's a counter for her too, because otherwise I'd hate to have to level her up as well. You still want... No! I don't think it was a back attack.
Watch out, guys.
Yeah, it's just a side
Here
attack.
I go. I'm all set.
Alright, got him.
Here I go.
Might actually have been in trouble if it wasn't for him.
Oh, what's next to wonder.
How much? Okay, that's easy.
Too easy.
So are these monsters friendly to them, or is this just for me? Like, what the hell is this? Save point. You can also use a tent here. You'd be advised to do so. They're often strategically placed before big battles. Ooh. Like this. Okay, cool. Should I heal before this? I think I'm fine. Right? Maybe at most... Well, yeah, I don't even want to use a potion, because a potion's 250 health. So, we'll just do this, and we'll see what happens. I don't think full health will absolutely make a huge difference.
Hear me, villains! I have brought to you the fabled jewel as requested. Now, prove that thou art as good as thy word. Allow the princess to go free.
Not until we have seen the crystal. Dag.
On it.
Back, rogue. The princess. Release her unto me.
First the crystal. And please, do not try anything foolish. Your precious princess will only suffer all the more.
Come on, Gramps. Hand it over.
Very well. The Princess Gloria! By the light of the sun!
The eyes!
Go, go, go!
You okay, Gloria?
It's you. Thank you. Yes.
This way.
Wow, you guys are scrubs.
Princess, thou art unhurt, I pray?
I'm quite all right. Thank you, Sir Sloane.
Can we leave the pleasantries for later? We need to get out of here.
Curses.
Did you really think we would not be prepared for some manner of cheap trickery? So sorry.
This dude's still blind.
And you know, we really would have let you go unharmed if you had handed over the crystal as requested. But that is out of the question now. You have upset us, and therefore we must teach you a lesson. A very painful lesson.
Too bloody right we must. You've half blinded me here.
Oh, for goodness sake. Pull yourself together, Dag.
Oh, yes, mistress.
Just a bit blindsided by these Drongo's dirty tricks is all. You'll pay for that.
Damn. It can't end like this. We were so...
What the?
Can it truly be?
Yeah, the crystal chose him. It likes him.
Where am I?
You. You who heed my call.
Wait. That's the voice I heard after I fell into the sea.
Hear me. I am wind. The sigh of the land made crystal.
The wind crystal? So that thing Sir Sloane was carrying is... talking to me?
It is.
Yeah, yes I am. I'm alive.
Bore you to this place. But there were those who would have seen you sunk forever. Who cut your life's thread short.
What? Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me I died back there?
Totally.
I am. But you are here now. Your thread retied, rewoven. My power made it so. And now it is time to choose. Embrace oblivion and allow the coming of calamity. Or make a stand and fight for your survival. Should you choose the latter, you need only step into the light. If you seek the sweet release of death instead, you need only wait for it to wrap its arms around you.
Obviously we're going in. Why else wouldn't we? I mean, it's probably a game over, right?
Lies, delusions, credulity, isolation, all the absurd imperfections.
It's kind of crazy they would give you like an alternate thing to do.
There is still time to change your mind, to forego the suffering and surrender yourself to eternal peace. But no, you choose the harder path. You are bold, courageous. This being so, I grant my power.
I'm totally gonna try the alternate one, by the way.
Go forward.
Not right away, though.
Your destiny.
We can make other saves. It's legitimately probably just a game over. You can now perform special abilities. It's probably like, well, I see the, you know, who could blame you for choosing to just embrace death and just not worry about it, you know? It's okay. We understand. Game over.
What just happened?
What was that light?
A revelation. The crystal's blessing. And that can mean only one thing. Thou art one of us. A hero of light.
Yeah, this is the part where you beg forgiveness and just quit.
You're in for a treat.
You are ready to suffer, I hope.
I wouldn't press this at all.
Here I go.
Do we know anything about them? Obviously not. Ah, shit. We didn't get the advantage. Weak to fire. Weak to lightning.
Let me at 'em.
Those lucky enough to receive the crystal's blessings become able to perform incredible special abilities. These will differ depending on your current job, but every single one is amazing. This one's on the house, but you usually need to meet certain job-specific conditions in order to access special abilities, such as performing a given action a specified number of times. All-out assault. Alright, so we should probably use it on her because she's weaker, right? Yeah, he has physical defense up, so we'll use it on her.
Here I go. I'll give it all I got.
Oh!
You're done.
You reckon you're pretty tough, don't ya? But you're no match for us, I can tell you that much.
Don't get cocky, Dag.
After the stunt they pulled before,
This lady isn't stupid. I would consider running now.
I'm gonna make 'em pay for being so sneaky. I'm gonna make 'em pay 100 times over.
Special ability stat boost. You notice that the music changes when you perform special ability. Secure to go bananas. Well, your entire party will enjoy a bonus stat boost. Yeah, these are the I forget what they were called in the last game. I'm gonna get rid of her first.
Away and blow your heat. Come and get it.
Goodbye.
Eat saucy.
Selena? Selena! You've done it now! Prepare to die, Drongo!
You can only. Is he gonna get a stat boost?
Let me see.
No. Okay. Oh, she's only a freelancer. Oh, this kind of sucks. I'm just gonna use a potion. She has a bow. Okay.
Perhaps this might help.
Oh, he's here too.
You will regret your impertinence.
Thank you.
This
Just what I like to see. He's fine.
I'm going all in.
I don't really think there's much else we can do besides hit him. So I'm gonna buff her, and I'm just gonna start attacking. There's not really much else we can do. Dude, is he gonna keep hitting him? He's not gonna get any experience after this.
be done.
Yeah.
Perhaps this.
It's a shame. He can't really do much else, and he also can't get back any BP. Hilarious.
You will regret your impertinence.
Well, you know what? If he's gonna main tank this, we're gonna win just by virtue of him getting the brunt into the stick constantly. And I'll just buy Phoenix Downs because we have a ton of MP or a ton of money. Yeah, there's not really anything she can do at all. He's probably weak to bows. That's about it. Yeah, maybe if he wasn't blocking. Thank you for doing that, but you know, whatever. How much health does he have? 300. I'd like to think we could just kill him, just outright.
Okay then.
GG.
You got me. Had enough yet? You really got me good.
I think I'm gonna need a ton of Phoenix Downs. I guess he must have the highest target. You basically need a low profile as a caster. White Mage. Ah, and Protect is their thing. Okay. Increases target's physical defense by 15% for 3 turns. And well, probably Knight. Vanguard. Defang. Perform a physical attack on a target and decrease their physical attack by 7%. Stats cannot be reduced below 65%. And Enrage. Guarantee an enemy's next 2 actions will be aimed at the user. Well, he never got to use that in the fight, if he actually could. So, fair enough for me, I guess. To be fair, we did kill her, basically, on the first turn.
We'll get you back for this.
Oh, we don't kill them in this.
Not so fast.
Sir Sloane.
Time to make a swift exit.
No! Wait! Sir Sloane! You're okay, right?
'Tis not, lad. Worry not.
All right, let's get out of here before they come back with more of their friends.
Gloria joins the party. Leading from the front. Hey, wait up, will you? What's the matter, Elvis? Can you lot walk a wee bit slower? I'm absolutely jiggered. You know, maybe we should take things a little slower, not because Elva can't hack the pace, but because, well, we only just set you free, Gloria. You probably need a little while to get the blood moving through your legs, right? Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite well, thank you, and I find our current pace to be perfectly comfortable. And you're made of sterner stuff than me. And there I was thinking princesses were pampered sorts and need treating with kid gloves. Guess I kind of thought that too. Seriously, what century are you two from? I was taught that a princess should always lead from the front, and thou didst learn thy lesson well, milady. Yet the fact that friend Elvis doth struggle to maintain a current pace cannot and must not be ignored. Leading from the front is all well and good, but one must also ensure those behind are able to follow. You're correct, Sir Sloane. We have a slower pace so no one is left behind. Would that help, Elvis? Well, not as much as a wee stop off at a tavern, but I had to start. You're gonna starting to sound like the pampered one. Time to up your game. Yeah, get your butt in gear, old man. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna make a new save because I want to see what the alternate thing is. And if it's nothing, then whatever. I'm not gonna do it now, though. So who should we make cross-cut? Yeah, we should probably make Adele the Vanguard. Weak physical attack that decreases magic, decreases physical. Earth-imbued physical attack and slightly delays their next turn. Perform 2 physical attacks on a target in quick succession. Taking damage in battle while not defaulting has a 30% chance of increasing physical attack power by 1 to 3%. Performing an attack with a weapon equipped will cause all damage to the user to be reduced. Wow. That's probably pretty good. The Gift of Courage. Gift one of the user's own BP to a target. Okay. Yeah, and he had Sword of Stone. Oh, use 25% of HP to stun someone. Increases the user's likelihood of being targeted by 25%. Stats cannot be increased beyond 200. Well, I mean, if it's 100, I mean, does it... What? I don't know. That's kind of weird. Axes and swords, and shields especially. Equipping a shield does not negatively affect speed, aim, or evasion. Unlocked to job level 12. Alright, well, I'm gonna make Adele the Vanguard. I think that'll probably work out the best, because she's the most physically oriented. Not that there's anything wrong with me making both of them Vanguards, actually. Wouldn't be able to use daggers anymore, though. That would be like the one thing we can't do is use daggers, and we're gonna make her obviously the white mage. Let me... You could probably still dual wield, right? Give him the shield, and I'm pretty sure we could still have her dual wield unless there's some massive restriction to it. Boost the wearer's HP and sleep immunity. Yeah, it increases your weight, so she still has 18 out of 21. Angelic Ward. Roughly 30% chance of any damage being halved. Greatly restore all allies' HP and cure all status ailments. Use white magic times 12. Magical defense. Use black magic times 13. Use attack command. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this as the sub job. I'm pretty sure you also gain JP for it as well then. I don't know if it's at a reduced rate or not. For her, I'm gonna have her take black magic. And we'll see. I don't think it'll negatively affect anything too terribly. And obviously as we get more jobs, this won't be as restrictive. That's what I mean. I love the job system in a lot of RPGs. It's really surprising to me that more games just don't do it.
What's the plan?
Heroics, and there you go. So we could use crosscut, but no reason to use that. Let's see. Same thing. We're all underdog bonus for that.
Step in the right direction.
I guess it also takes into account job level as well. Even though our base levels are incredibly high, like our job levels are pretty low because we just changed. At least you don't have to get to like job level 99 anymore. That was a little bit ridiculous. I always kind of hated that about Final Fantasy III, which is why there's a Steam achievement to do that, and I think that that's completely unreasonable. Thank you.
Here I go. That was a piece of cake.
If Monk is a job, I would probably give it to her so she could do way more damage, because I want Adele to basically be the physical powerhouse. Alright, we're just gonna leave. We already got all the chests anyway. I wonder if there's any missables then, if you could rewatch everything. Probably not. Alright, who are you? Must put all your eggs in one basket when preparing a squad for battle. Offensive specialists, defensive types, medics. You need a lot if you want to be ready for any eventuality. It's not me that just says so. There's generations of soldiers who learned this stuff the hard way. Don't believe me? Stick a squad whose specialties are all the same up against an enemy they're not prepared for. Total carnage. I mean, that's just kind of self-explanatory. Little Bird tells me undead monsters can't cope with healing magic. Healing them hurts them. Never too many tents. Yeah, they really want people to understand the basics of an RPG. Oh, great. More mimics.
Let's stay focused.
Wabbit season.
I'm up, huh?
Cool, same thing again. Maybe they only swing with one hand.
Did you underestimate us?
I feel like they swing with only one hand, actually. You might not be able to dual wield on this job. It might not be doing anything, because it seems like their damage is about the same, and they hit about the same amount, too. I could be wrong, but...
Guess it's my turn.
I'm going all in!
Alright, good enough for me.
Here I go.
No, see, it says both types. Doesn't really seem like she's using the axe, though. I don't know.
This feels good.
The Fang,
New powers flow within me.
Shell, the Fang. Maybe you don't gain on your sub job. I forget how it worked in the old games, but maybe you only gain on your main. Oh shit, I hit the wrong one. That kind of works out.
We've outmaneuvered them.
Obviously, we're supposed to go back to town. Thank you.
You rang?
You move first?
Alrighty!
Sure. Let's see if he can actually do it. Yeah. Blunt actually worked out for him.
Huh. Hardly worth the bother.
Well, you know, we have a good amount of levels on Freelancer right now anyway, so it'll probably be good to get, like, Defang, you know, a couple of side things to use.
Guys.
Wow.
That was a piece of cake.
Great fight. Good fight. Good fight. All right. Let me save my game just in case. It could be a nasty surprise somewhere. Oop. I remember when you had to buy spells to use. I kind of like that in Final Fantasy 1 because you can kind of customize what spells you want to learn and have equipped. Every RPG is different, which is kind of nice.
Dragon Selena came back this way. We should be okay for now.
They'll not pose much of a threat without their asterisks anyway.
I must take this opportunity to make a report to His Majesty. He will wish to strengthen the city guard.
I will join you. Thank you all so much for coming to my aid.
Hey, don't mention it. You did the same for me once, remember?
Aye, and with 2 shiny new asterisks to show for our efforts.
Oh, before you go, Sir Sloan, I wanted to ask you about what you said back there. About the crystal's blessing?
Ah, but of course. 'Tis a matter of great import, yet one which, alas, will not suffer a brief explanation. Perhaps we might speak of it upon my return.
Sure. I can wait.
You are a gentleman.
Alrighty. How about us lot go about our business as well and meet back at the inn? I've a few things to take care of myself.
Very well. Until then.
Alright, the party go their separate ways. Sure, help out those in need. Talking to people with blue markers over their heads will enable you to undertake special side quests, learn more about various characters' backstories, and occasionally acquire some unique items. Okay. Alright, and the travel log will help with that. So who is it? This person over here somewhere? Sounds like taxes are going up again. It's been the same story ever since Horton came to power. It's the last thing people need. People down the coast need. Well, with those huge storms and everything they've been dealing with. So the king is, I guess, just okay with it. This old man does not want to be bothered. This kid does not want to be bothered either. A buckler. Where's the quest? Here we go. Wonder where that nice young man's got to. There's something I wanted to show him. You always save my skin from those monsters, you know? How about taking my old boat out as a thank you? Go ahead and hop on board and explore the sea.
Hey there. Are you all right now, ma'am?
Hmm? Oh, it's you. You really saved my skin back there, you know. I'll have to think of some way of paying you back.
Oh, there's no need for anything like that.
I won't hear of it. Imagine a debt like that left unsettled. But what to give you? Hold on. You're a sailor, aren't you?
I am. How did you know
were. Well, you could hardly be anything else, dear. Right, come along with me. I've got something to show you.
Okay. I can only imagine. Why would we want to go out to sea in a boat anyway?
Here you go. A little boat to say thank you.
A boat? Oh, no, ma'am. It's too much.
Nonsense. I want you to have it. I don't get much use out of it at my age anyway. And besides, the old girl would prefer to have a handsome young fellow like you at the helm, I'm sure.
You're right about her being old. But she's in great condition from what I can see.
She's wonderful, isn't she? And sturdy as anything, too, I can promise you that. Not ocean-going sturdy, perhaps, but fine as long as you don't stray too far from shore. What say you hop on board and give her a whirl?
All right. You've convinced me. Don't mind if I do?
That's the spirit. Who knows what awaits over the horizon, eh? Or who you might meet.
Setting a boat out on expeditions, you can use online functionality. Expeditions taken online will yield slightly better results. Sure. So is it like random stuff? Yeah. Basically, it's a way to like connect with other people and just do other random. Hero Ramza, I saw that. Yeah, there's just like a bunch of other stuff you could do with it. Do they ever address Seth by name, actually? Maybe they don't. Maybe you could literally just fill in the name with whatever you want and they never just address you by name.
How did the old girl...
I haven't noticed yet.
Beautifully. She sails like a dream. Which is why I can't accept your offer. She's too good to just give away.
You can't? Fine. If it makes you feel better, how about I lend her to you instead? I'll look after her, and you give me a shout whenever you want to take her out. Just come and find me and say the word. It's really no trouble, dear.
Well, I guess that would work. Thanks.
Right, then. I suppose I'd better be heading back to town.
Okay, ma'am. Oh, try to steer clear of any monsters this time.
Yeah, basically.
I'll do my best.
Alright, cool. We can now use the boat to get like random items. Yeah, we're gonna need to buy magnifying glasses. Eventually we won't be using Freelancer. Pretty stone. Small experience orb. Small JP orb. Booster bun. Okay, you gained access to a boat, which means you can go exploring. It's a great way of earning rewards when you're not playing. It's a feature which works specifically when the system is in sleep mode. Expedition can last up to 12 hours, so it's worth setting sail. Okay. Sure, we'll do it. So yeah, you could just let it run and you could just do whatever. Okay, that's cool. Never gonna remember to do it because I don't take my system out in sleep mode. Obviously we need to buy some more Phoenix Downs. Let's get some magnifying glasses, you know, we could get a lot of them. No, nothing wrong with it. I think we're good, actually, yeah. Alright, cool. I think the video also got slightly delayed. We'll cut that. Cut it back on. Cut it back. Thank you. Yeah, we'll just do the story.
Firstly, I would like to thank you all once again for rescuing me. And since you went to such great lengths on my behalf, I feel it is only right that I introduce myself and my situation properly. My name is Gloria. I am, or at least was, the Princess of Musa. It has long been the duty of those of my line to see that the 4 crystals are kept safe, in order that the calamity known as the Night's Nexus might be kept at bay. Unfortunately, the crystals were stolen, and 3, those of fire, water, and earth, remain unrecovered. Various disturbances across the land would seem to suggest that the calamity grows closer with each passing day.
You mean like the flooding people have been talking about? And the waves that sank
Yeah, so what's the fire going to be?
Precisely. I believe it is only a matter of time before the Night's Nexus is unleashed. And the only way to prevent this from happening is to restore the crystals to their rightful place.
This being so, dear friends, might we importune upon you to aid us in their recovery?
Sir Sloane, we cannot presume to expect the help of others in matters that it is Musa's duty to resolve.
Though I apprehend thy reluctance full well, my lady, 'tis plain that
Dude,
if
Elvis
we
is
are
falling
to fulfill
asleep.
our duty, we shall be in need of allies. Capable allies. Our recent travails could not have given clearer proof of that. And what allies could be more capable than those who can count among their number one blessed by the very crystals we seek?
Even so, we cannot simply assume that they will be willing to become entangled in our affairs.
I'd say we're pretty wrapped up in them already, wouldn't you?
May we take this to mean that we can count upon thine aid?
Well, it's not like there's any place else I need to be. And besides...
But there are those who have seen you sunk forever, who cut your life's thread short.
Is aught the matter, boy?
Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing.
You'll not be leaving us behind either. 2 may be company, but a crowd's just what I need right now.
Oh, don't say you're getting bored of me, Elvis.
Ah, as if I'd ever even think something like that. Seriously though, we've a good reason to be coming along for the ride. Those last asterisks we got our hands on helped me read a little more of Lady Emma's old book. And from what Sir Sloane was saying, it sounds like our crystal thieves all have asterisks of their own. So, if we join you on your little adventure, I reckon my favourite special stones will be falling into our laps left and right. And you'll also have our expert help to call on. Everyone's a winner.
Well, far be it from me to contradict the man who pays my wages. As long as we keep moving, I'm happy.
Aye. Remind me why that is again?
I'm looking for my sister. She disappeared from our village. And I don't really have any idea where she might be. And I need to earn a living if I want to keep searching, so sticking with you is my best
What if she
option.
returns home and you don't know?
Oh, aye. That was it, eh? Right. Well, here's hoping we find her soon.
If this dude is super rich, then why doesn't he just fund
we are
this?
all of the same mind. What thinkest thou, milady?
Of course, I have to pay for everything out of pocket.
Very well. Your kindness is greatly appreciated. I would be honored if you were all to join us.
Alrighty. Well, now that's settled. Let's head to the tavern and seal the deal over a wee drinky, shall we?
You really love the tavern, huh?
And what exactly is wrong with that, eh? A quest begun without a little send-off ceremony is no quest at all as far as I'm concerned.
And everyone loves some liquid courage. Is there even actually a tavern? Maybe the inn doubles as one. I guess we're not getting a tavern scene.
Sleep escapeth thee too, I see.
Huh? Oh, hi there, Sir Sloane.
I had hoped that I might have a chance to speak with thee. 'Tis mostly of matters long since past, but wouldst thou be so good as to humor an old man? I too was once favored with the blessing of the Wind Crystal. To think that half a century has passed since that day.
Wait, you were?
Indeed. And having been so favored, I did set out with a band of stalwart companions in search of a means by which the Knight's Nexus might be defeated. One among whom was King Godric, Princess Gloria's own grandfather. I shall never forget the experiences we shared, not as long as I live. Hither and yon we journeyed, righting wrongs and vanquishing injustice. In time, we came to be known as the Heroes of Light. Ah, such fond memories.
So you were a hero of light. Didn't you call me the same thing?
Indeed I did. Thou didst jolt me most.
So how did that
back
quest
into my
end then?
past, boy.
Because they
I must
clearly
admit,
didn't succeed.
To think that it has been 50 years, and that now, after all this time, the blessing of the Wind Crystal,
Or if it did, it fell
fall
apart.
upon one such as thee. It pleases me more than words can say. Thou art mine heir. Thou art the one the crystal hath chosen to take my place. This being so, I must ask that thou swear by thy life to protect Princess Gloria, as I myself once swore to protect all those of her line.
Of course.
Then it is settled. Now, away with thee to bed. We rise with the dawn.
Yeah, but you should ask the important question. What happened at the end of your journey? Yeah, never. Never in an RPG. We'll never get the answers up front.
Morning.
Good morning.
Greetings, one and all.
How do you all look so fresh this early?
Ah, good morrow. Milady, ere we depart, there is something I would present unto thee. Though it paineth me to think of it, there may come a time where thou must needs protect thyself. May this blade serve thee in thy time of need.
It's a mini dagger,
Well,
and it literally
It is time
shrunk.
to set out for our next destination, Savalon. If our suspicions are correct, the water crystal awaits us there.
So which one of them did have the wind crystal? I don't know.